Hello everyone, good evening, and in this today's session we are going to learn about the query parameter in pipeline for Power BI reports, as well as we will see how dynamically we'll change the connection string for the reports we have. So this is a sample report which I created, and the source of the report is the Dataverse D365 CRM. So I have created two environments. The first environment, if you see, the URL is different here, like B18 ends with B18, and there is another environment which ends with 2BE. So in the first environment, if you see, there is a record called account record test1 environment account, and if you see in the second one, test2 environment account. So in the first report, I have connected to the first environment which shows the test1 environment account. So my end result, my requirement is if I go to the this report, it should show test1 environment account, and if I go to the another report which is pointing to the QA environment or the other environment, test2 environment account. So for this, I have created a pipeline. So if I go here, I have created a pipeline which is called demo pipeline for Dataverse. This is having 3 stages, but right now I am used only 2 stages. First is the development and second is the test. So where you can set up the query parameter, basically, if you click on this, and the semantic model will showcase here, and once you click on this, the parameter rules will be available for you. I have created a parameter URL in the Power BI desktop. So this is the thing which is showing here. And if you click here, it will automatically show which organization you want to set. For the test, I have set for 2BE, which I said in the beginning of my video. The 2B is connecting to the second environment. Okay. To see the URL parameter, if I come here, I have created a parameter called URL. And the URL parameter is pointing to the first environment. This is the first environment. Okay. And for this, what you have to do, basically, when you create a report, you have to go to the advanced, transform data. You have to click on the transform data. And once you loaded all the all the table, then you just click on the table and click on the source gear icon. And once you click on this, you will have an option like a parameter. Once you click on the parameter will be available for you. So prerequisite is you have to create a parameter before coming to this page. So once you set this URL as a parameter, and if I am closing this, okay, now my report is ready. The first step is the report I have created. I have created a parameter, as well as I changed the source of the table and pointing to the parameter. The parameter is pointing to the first instance, which is called the like first environment, I can say that. And after that, I published to a particular workspace. The workspace which I published, if I click it again, it will show you the workspace name. The workspace, I have 2 workspace basically. So I have published initially to 1 workspace. Okay. Now, if I go to 1 workspace, I should see the report which is having, let me go back. So, okay, test1 environment account, and this is the first environment. Okay. Now, if I go here from the workspace navigation, 1 workspace, I have this account, and it is pointing to test1 environment. And if I go back to workspace again and going to the second workspace, the same report is deployed over here, account details, and this is pointing to the test2 environment. So what you have to do, you have to create a pipeline. The step 1, you have to create a pipeline. And once you create a pipeline, first you have to deploy it. Then this option will be enabled for you. I'm just repeating the same steps. Once you click on this, you have to set the parameter. So next time when you deploy the parameter, the first time, like once you create the parameter rules, you have to set what is the value of the parameter in this stage. You may select other and fill in if you have something else you want to point. Okay. and you just close it. Once you deploy the target report, so from the development to test, the target report automatically point to the target environment. And similarly, if you want to deploy to production, so this option is a grayed out for you. So if I'm deploying the same report here to production, so in this workspace, I have only one report and one semantic model. I'm now deploying from test environment to the production environment. So once the deployment is done, the workspace will be created. If you see, there is a workspace is automatically created called one workspace production. And if I click now here, I can choose the parameter rules. Okay, you have to click on add rule and you have to select the parameter which you set in the Power BI desktop. What is the value you want to set? So if you want to click on other, you can select the, suppose I want to point to first environment again. So you just copy the URL. You just copy the URL and go back here. Now set it again here. Save it. Okay. Now close it. So this parameter rule is set for this workspace. Okay. Now you have to redeploy again. Okay, because the values got changed, because the parameter setting got changed. Okay. Before that, I have not defined. So see, so the source is 2BE, the target is B18. The source and the target system got changed. So you have to redeploy. There is some change happened from the source to target. So if you deploy it again, it will work. Okay, it will deploy the code, but it will take the query parameter which is defined in the target environment like production. Okay, now all green. We have set the query parameter. Now the report should point to first environment. Now, one thing you have to do in the first instance, you have to go to the workspace. Okay, you have to click on the workspace and you have to go to the production workspace. And here you have to refresh the data model. Okay, and so this is just refreshing. And once the refresh is done, we can go and check. The report should point to the first environment. Okay, okay, it is pointing to test one. The production report again pointing to the test one. Hope it is clear. Thank you very much for watching.